Hi everybody, Electronics here, and it's time to play Evolve. So we're gonna be playing as a support. That's good. That's good. Let's go ahead and grab Kala this time. I actually really like her playstyle. You basically, what Kala does is she puts. Okay, I will explain it in just a second. Let me choose my perks first. So we will go for regen, for full-on regen, because I just can't trust my healers to heal me. And the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is actually quite crucial for Kala, for reasons I will explain in just a second. So as your main weapon as Kala, you have this weird like plasma bomb launcher that navigate towards the monster automatically. Like oh my god, they lock onto the monster and they fire at him automatically. You don't really need to aim them. In fact, if you aim them straight for the monster and damage him with those balls, they will only do around 30 damage, but if you put them on the ground and let them automatically target the monster by themselves and chase him down, they will do 80 damage, I believe, which is really beneficial. Then siren missiles, right? Homing missiles. That's the thing. Your secondary weapon is actually the armor reducer, so it works really well in synergy with your siren missiles, because what you can do as Kala is you can put the missiles onto the ground. They have a small charge up time of 2 seconds. Then you immediately swap to the armor reducer, and you immediately reduce the monster's armor to 0, and it allows all of your missiles to home into the monster and do damage with to do permanent health damage rather than shield damage, which is really nice. I will open up the equipment menu for you guys. Then you have the teleport pads, and the way to use teleport pads is basically you use left mouse button for one teleport pad and the second mouse button for the second one. And the best usage so far I had for them is to put them into 2 different spots on the map, 2 very distant spots, and then depending on where the monster is, you kind of want to communicate to your team, okay, I'm putting a teleporter, let's jump in and flank the monster right now. That's really something you could easily be doing as Kala if your team knows how to play with her. So right ahead we'll go and put the orange teleporter with our left mouse button, and we'll have our right mouse button to put the purple one. I will show it right now. I can immediately put a second one if I choose so. But there we go. Now the teleporters are active, and they have infinite uses as far as I know, which is really helpful. Also, you can kind of want to be spamming your siren missiles everywhere, just in case if you will get trapped by the plant or get pounced on by some of the wildlife. Your siren missiles will immediately home on them and destroy the crowd control. I was almost caught there. So I will reduce the armor of the monster for my team. That way they can do straight health damage, but seems like they weren't really in place for the follow-up. So that was probably my bad. I should have been more aware about my... Okay, so he uses his laser. Now I will reduce the armor. That way he can do lots of damage with his laser and everything. But look at that. We already have the monster down to 1 health bar, and his armor wasn't even penetrated. Now the armor is down, but the monster is running away. I will try to... Okay, connect with him. Not happening. Not happening. By the way, we are now at in very distant place on the map, so I will put my teleporter right there. I will try to save that guy. Those missiles should save him right away. I will use my teleporter to teleport here, and this is where I can actually flank the monster. This is exactly how Kala should kind of be played, is that you want to be super aware about all of your surroundings and everything. But look at this, we are doing damage to the monster. We used our shield to save ourselves, and now our team should hopefully follow up. Actually, no. Okay, they were nowhere near to follow up, but we I don't know. That was actually pretty bad. I really thought that we would have an easier time dealing with that, but our team was really out of position there. I should have I should have maybe hidden, stayed hidden for just a second longer, as that way we wouldn't have found us in that sort of situation where we are now 1 health bar down. But I thought that with the regen talents and everything, I wouldn't die as fast as I did. Okay, so where is the monster going? I feel like it's coming to the south, maybe. So I will just head this way. If anything, I should be able to rejoin my teammates pretty fast because we aren't really that spread out. Wait, yeah, so he is actually going to the south. That's good. So by the way, your force ability as a support is to give a 20%, around 20% shield to all of your allies around you, and it's quite helpful. It's quite helpful. You really want to be using it on your supports, like to save your supports. Okay, the monster has evolved right there. I am not in the position, sadly, for immediate follow-up, but my team actually has done a ton of damage to him because the monster evolved right in our line of fire, and seems like we're just gonna kill it right here. The dome is down, but it doesn't really matter. The monster is at 1 health bar, and all we need to do is to just spam our siren missiles onto the ground. They will home into the monster, do a ton of damage to him, and this should be the game. Yep, I didn't even do anything. Like, my team completely carried this game on their backs, and I'm fine with that, you know? Sometimes you just need to let your allies do their thing. I probably was the only person who died this game. Well, not died, but was incapacitated, and that's my bad. We are level 16 Escala. Some challenges. Siren missiles actually dealt 4,000 damage, and we weren't really on top of our game with our armor reducer, so we were only able to do 600 damage while the armor was down. But that's still 600 damage is almost 1 health bar, I believe. I believe a health bar is 1,000 health. I'm not sure though about that, but maybe, just maybe. So let's leave the game and immediately queue up for another hunt, because that was a very fast game. That was a very fast and decent game as Kala. Kala is actually pretty fun to play. So what I really did wrong that game is I didn't, like, as Kala you really want to communicate with your teammates, and I just, like, I was kind of like silent, and like I should have either typed them or maybe like talked to them. This game has voice chat, by the way, which I completely disabled for recording purposes, which in my opinion is a good idea. But we found a map, Orbital Drill. I have no idea what the maps are. I have no idea how which map is, like, what each map is called. I'm just having fun. Okay, we are actually playing a monster. So let's go ahead and play as Goliath. By the way, I have never played him, so I have really no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna slot all 4 points, because I think that's exactly what you should be doing. We will grab some of the hunger, unless we want the damage reduction. Do we want the damage reduction? Do we want the damage reduction as Goliath? I feel like the movement speed and feeding speed is actually more beneficial than any other perks that are available to the monster. Unless maybe at like higher levels you get something like 20% damage reduction. If that's something you can get, you should probably go for it, because 20% damage reduction is pretty damn huge. But since those perks aren't available to me, I feel like the hunger is definitely where I should be aiming for right now. So let's wait for our hunters to commit to lock in their roles. It's actually pretty interesting that as monster you can't see which person picks what unless they all lock in. It's really nice in terms of balancing, because you would be able to either trick your hunters like into thinking that you are one monster and then switch to another. They would be able to counter pick you, and I guess it's counter picks and like bans are a more competitive environment, but I don't feel like this game is very competitive in that respect, because in theory a team of hunters, like a competitive team of hunters, will always be stronger than a monster. Because a monster is only one guy, and that's 4 people working together. And if, let's say, we equate skill to a number, so if a monster is a skill of 1, 4 hunters combined would be something like 1.2, and it's like straight up better, like, than 1, you know? So that's, yeah. Those are basically my thoughts. I actually haven't seen, I didn't pay attention to which hunters they went for, so I don't know if I should be sneaking or if I should just straight up jump into the fray and do the thing. I will go to the... Okay, let's go ahead and run as far away as possible. Let's actually clear these guys. Feeding, like this feeding perk is pretty nice because it lets you feed super fast. Like, it's almost instant. Oh, let's actually kill this guy. Let's use our burning. Okay. Okay, good enough. So we have been tracked by the planet scanner. That's fine though. We can just run around. We can just run around. Do we have anybody here to kill? Oh, that was a mistake on my part. Let's eat it. Okay, I will probably won't be able to juke the hunters at all. I feel like I actually hear them, but I will try to go this way. I will try to go this way. I was tracked, so I need to use all of my movement right now. Okay, let's eat this guy. Somebody has disconnected, which is okay to me. Okay, we have an assault here. Okay, I mean, if he's alone, I'm actually okay with just doing tons of damage to him. That mine was a little bit annoying, but that's pretty much all it was. So let's go ahead and charge this guy. Charge their healer. We can still see him. This is Lazarus. He used his stealth field, but we are still able to see him with our eyes. Man, we really need to kill him though. We really need to kill the healer. Oh my god, that was a really terrible spot to use our... Okay, we can't climb this, but we will be able to charge out immediately, and maybe we can focus down Lazarus. Damn it, this is really tough. This monster is actually quite weak in my opinion. Okay, so Lazarus is down. I need to escape. Because they pierced my armor completely, and if I wasn't able to finish them off instantly, they would have done too much damage to me. So the dome will be down for another minute, so I feel like I can be really aggressive and just eat all of the wildlife I find. Let's smell. And by the way, your right mouse button in the monster form actually smells things around you, which lets you... Okay, I can see this guy. I can actually hear him, which is quite funny. So let's put him into the corner. And do some damage to him. The dome is charging for another 30 seconds. Okay, now the healer will only have 2 strikes, so he will only have 1 health bar basically, and that's gonna be really good for me later on in the game, because I'm gonna be able to kill him a lot easier. But we do need our armor to regen before they can trap me here, and I don't think that's something that will be happening anytime soon. I feel like they actually might have the movement speed to chase me here. Oh, this is bad. If we aren't really able to regen our shields to full, we will take so much damage. So they are tracking me. They are probably flanking me right here, but I do need some feeding. Okay, I can kill those monkeys. Can I feed off them? Hopefully I can. So they tracked me. Okay, we have armor regen, which is really helpful in this situation here. I believe you can't... Oh, you actually can feed off of these guys. But I am I need to evolve, but if I evolve right now, enemies will actually just kill me. Right here. So I will do this here, and hopefully they won't be near close enough to kill me here. So let's go ahead and grab the radius of the rocks and fire breath damage and leap smash radius. Man, they dealt so much damage to me because I evolved. That was a huge mistake on my part. Okay, medic is dead. Can we do enough damage to them now? Can we do enough damage to them now? Let's kill Abe. Oh, let's not kill anybody. Okay, Kala is dead. Now we need to kill the assault. We just ran through his mines for no reason. Okay, the assault is dead. Can we... Okay, the rock actually hit. Yep, and this is it. We probably are winning this game right now. Yep, wow, that was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. My first game is Goliath. Whew. Wow, that was tough. Man, if they did more damage to him, like if they actually were able to find me while I was evolving earlier, they probably would have gotten me almost to 30% health with all of their damage output, but luckily I was able to like evolve before they were able to capitalize on it too much, you know? It was still a risky maneuver, but it kind of paid off. It kind of paid off. That extra damage and radiuses really helped a lot. So if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, and as always guys, thank you so much for watching and see you next time.